Hi everyone, this is Jessica with Whispers of Grace Healing. I'm here today to do your general leap of faith for air signs, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. So how this works is we are going to be pulling a collective, then we will do each sign. These messages are for what do we need to realize is blocking us? What energy do we need to be working with? And what are we moving towards? Sometimes taking a leap of faith and just having that trust to move forward can be very daunting. And sometimes we just need that confirmation. So that's what these messages are here for, to also bring awareness to what you need to be doing on your part in order to manifest these realities, right? So if you are new to my channel, welcome. We are so glad to have you here. And if you are my Vibe Tribe, you know I love you so, so much. And I appreciate every single one of you being here. If you resonate with me, myself, my energy, or these messages, make sure to give me a thumbs up, share with your friends, drop me a comment. I love reading your comments. And if anyone needs to get in touch with me, all of my information is down below in the description box. I will be keeping track of the timestamps and posting it in the comments after the video is done. So anyone catching the replay can also, skip ahead, but, also you might miss some messages that you need to hear. So who knows? So I always let Spirit kind of decide who the signs they want to start with, but we're going to start with the collective right now. So we are 150. Okay. So this is going to be for Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. We're going to pull 3 cards, and then we're going to pull an encouragement card at the end, okay? So let's see what the blockage is for air signs. Okay. So especially for the sign of Aquarius, okay? We have the 7 of Cups, the 5 of Cups, and the Star card, with the Ace of Cups on the bottom. Okay. Hey, Cecilia. So what I'm kind of taking this as is there could be a lot of options around you at this time that are creating some very big distractions when it comes to self-love or offer of love that you are wanting to give. Okay. Hey, everyone. Oh my gosh. Okay. From the bottom of my heart, y'all have heard me talk about her before. Mary Jane from Twintuitive 717 is in the chat right now. Thank you for being here, girl. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much, Mary. Like, listen, I can't say enough good things about this girl. If you are on the twin journey, please go check her out. Her channel is absolutely amazing. And if you resonate with me, I know you're going to resonate with her. She's very connected to the twins and their higher selves, and it's just beautiful, the messages that she gives. So again, can't say enough good things about her. So thanks for being here, girl. Hey, Christina, how are you? But yeah, guys, like, so it really makes me feel like when it comes to the blockage of the air signs, there could be a lot of distractions, a lot of offers, or a lot of different experiences that you could choose from right now. But there's only one that really catches your eye, that has your heart, if you know what I mean, okay? But with the 7 of Cups, that's how I always take this, because there's only one wishing well. All these other little buckets, they can only hold so much, emotion, so much promise, but that wishing well is there to give you all that you want and desire plus more. Okay, so it's everything that you needed but didn't realize you need is what this well is going to give to you. Okay, so you could be very distracted from actually focusing your energy on this right now, because we have the 5 of Cups energy. So this is telling me that there are things from your past that are still influencing or creating separation with this connection. And deep down with the star card here, this is the sign of Aquarius, but this is talking about a relationship that can heal so much and lead you on the road to self-love on such like a deep, deep level that you know that you are a major manifester, that the stars are aligned in your favor, that the emotions and the vibration that you carry will be matched. And it's about really allowing these emotions to come to fruition and allowing these energies to balance out. But first, we need to release that past, right? Because if we're still focused on the things that did not go in our favor, that have created a block around our heart space, or fear of truly letting someone see the real us, or just allowing anyone too close, is keeping you from truly accepting these connections in our lives. But we also have to understand all these things that didn't work out in our favor before, Garth Brooks' Unanswered Prayers just came up for me. So I would honestly, if you've never heard that song, go back and listen to it, because it talks about how, when he was a teenager, all he wanted was this one person and that he dated in school, and he was just like so madly in love with her, and he couldn't for the life figure out why they had to go separate ways. And then he goes back to his high school reunion with his new wife and sees this person and realizes, thank God for unanswered prayers, because he prayed so hard to make this connection come into fruition, to find out that it wasn't really the one for him, and that he found something so much better, better than he ever expected. So maybe that's something that resonates with you, okay? Because there's still hope here. There's still a promise of energies being balanced out and knowing what is right for you, right? When we allow our pride and our ego to step aside and we let those fears fall away so we can listen to our heart's true desire, knowing that there are wishes to be fulfilled, that there are miracles that are here to happen, and that, yes, they are a natural part of our life when we are open to these signs and synchronicities and allowing these miracles to manifest. But if we stay, disappointed and blocked off from love, then of course we're never going to fully accept relationships in our life. And that's where self-love comes in, because you got to know your worth. You got to know you're deserving of it. And you have to be able to take control of your life and move in the direction that you want to move, so you can create the necessary healing and gain the clarity that you need, so that you don't feel like you have to be so defensive when people come into your life. We have the Queen of Swords showing up too, and this woman has been through a lot. Whether you are male or female, this energy has really been through a really hard time when it comes to relationships and their life. And they've had to learn to become self-reliant, but not really in a healthy way. She's always ready to, cut that cord. I don't have to do this with anyone else. I got it on my own, blah, blah, blah. She can become kind of cold and bitter. This could be also someone going through a divorce. But it's also saying that they don't really want to be like that. Deep down, they have this want for love in their life. They just don't know how to properly communicate and share that love, because they've never really been taught the proper way, that I'm hearing. Okay. So understand that is a big blockage for our air signs, and there could be some inner child things that need to be brought up or faced, whether it be from your childhood, past lives, relationships that were either toxic or just not good for you in the long run. Yeah, we got the Ace of Swords again popping out with the King of Staffs. So there could be some truth or clarity about a fire sign in your life, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. We'll see. Okay, so let's see what energy y'all are working with. Energy is Gemini, Libra, Aquarius working with, please. comes to this leap of faith. Yeah, you're definitely taking that time out, okay? You know, and Rambling Mike's coming up in my head right now. And he's like, listen, if it doesn't matter who they are to you. Hey, Chill Will, how are you? It doesn't matter who they are, if it's your twin, if it's your soulmate, if it's your parents, if it's your children, it don't matter. If they ain't showing up in your life, right, put them in the timeout chair. You have control over your life and what you accept and don't accept into your life. So sometimes we have to put ourselves in the timeout chair too, to say, I need time to reflect. I need time to go within. I need time to understand my own truth of the situation so I can gain the clarity needed to make the best decision for me. This is about breaking outside of the box and not giving two fucks what society says or what your parents say or what anyone in your life feels like you should be living your life like. This is about daring to be different and accepting your truth and your rightful place in this world, because you deserve to have joy. You deserve to have unconditional love. You deserve to have all the love and confidence within yourself to know that you can succeed, right? So let's see what you are moving towards. There's a lot of big shifts happening for the air signs. Okay, so the Peace card with the Ace of Staff. So, I mean, there's obviously a new passionate beginning that's coming in. With the Ace of Staffs, I always look at this like that clear moment where you just know that you have to move towards something, where it's that urge, that push, that desire to move into a new phase, or to reach out to someone, to take a new action, or just to put fear aside and say, I don't care what my ego says. I know that I need to do this, and I just do it, right? Because I'm releasing the attachment to the outcome, and I'm choosing to have peace in this situation within myself and within the outcome, because I don't care. I just need to do it. So this is about fully surrendering to the divine and understanding that you are protected when taking this leap of faith, okay? So yeah, you gotta commit to understanding that you are in control of your happiness and your reality, and you need to be okay in your life so that you can create the foundation for yourself without having to rely on anyone to do it for you, okay? Know that you are deserving. What is the message? I choose love no matter what. I want to say that it was maybe Leo or Aries that got this as well. I choose love no matter what. And obstacles or detours in the right direction. So if you feel like there is anything in your life where you keep, maybe there's something you really want to move towards, but you keep getting blocks, or, it's just stuff keeps coming up, understand that all of these things are coming up to help align you with the right direction. It's leaning you more towards your path. And when we are aligned in love and listening to our heart instead of our mind, we're able to make clearer decisions because we know in our heart what is right. And that's listening to the divine feminine aspect. The closest connection to source is through our heart. You can't make a wrong decision when your heart tells you to do something, okay? So listen up, y'all. Okay, so they want to start with Gemini. 1414. We'll take that. Okay. So Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. And remember, these are general readings. It may not apply to you, but whatevs. It's going to resonate with somebody. So let's see what the blockage is for Gemini, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. What is the blockage? High Priestess. You're not listening to your intuition, Gemini. Okay? At least, even if you are, you're not fully trusting it, okay? There's still a lot of doubt involved when it comes to, is this my ego? Is this my intuition? Okay? you can tell a clear difference, because when fear is involved, that's your ego. When you're thinking and thinking and thinking, that is ego. When you feel it, when you know, that's your heart, that's your intuition. That's how you tell the difference. So if you are having any doubts or worries about what your intuition is telling you, then this is a good time for you to take some time for yourself so that you can reflect on what it is that you need to know. Whatever you ask, you will receive. Trust that, but you have to trust it when it comes in, guys. You have to trust it. Be at peace. Reflection and meditation that provides valuable information, powerful psychic insights. And again, the Four of Swords is on the bottom. So this is also about reflecting on things that have really hurt you in the past, things that have made your heart feel like it was breaking, where you couldn't trust, where you couldn't be fully open or fully accepting of self, right? And this is where you find your sword of truth and clarity, is by doing the reflection work, okay? Hey, Christina G. Good morning, good morning. Well, afternoon, whatevs. But I do feel like when you go into this reflection mode, you will gain valuable insights about how to move forward into the next phase, okay? And how to create more balance within that pain. Okay, it's more acceptance of that pain. There will be some tower moments, so be aware of that. It's going to be very unexpected. Things are going to be shaken up for you, but the reason why these things are coming in is to show you what needs to be healed. So it's just about accepting those triggers as a teacher instead of fearing it. You know what I'm saying? So what energy is Gemini working with? What energy is Gemini working with, please? But there are going to be some major shifts within your, intuitive abilities. And it's also going to help you make a clear decision on what direction that you need to be moving in. Like, what's the next? Again, remember, reflection is going to help you understand what is the next step to take. And that's the energy that you're working with right now, or should be moving into, whatever. So this is talking about knowing that you have the power and the world in your hands to create whatever reality you want by using law of attraction, using your vibration as a manifestation tool, and understanding that when you make a clear decision of what you want your reality to look like, but also releasing the attachment to the outcome. Because if we, you think about it, if you sit there and like, okay, I want my life to look like this, I'm going to have this person, and I'm going to have this dog, and I'm going to have this car, and blah, 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 and this is what my perfect life is going to look like. Okay. But then you start to see these manifestations coming in. Maybe you get a better car. Maybe you get a better home. Maybe you get a better relationship. When you release the attachment to the outcome, but still have a goal in mind, like, I want to experience happiness. I want to experience financial stability. I am worthy of financial stability. I am worthy of this beautiful home to provide for my family. I am worthy of the divine connection that can teach me how to rely and love on myself, but also support and challenge me to get to a better version of myself, right? Like, these are all things that we should want and need. And when we release the attachment to the outcome, but we use that law of attraction by knowing we are worthy and we are deserving, and we use that energy within ourselves to manifest that, it can always turn out better than you expected. And that's where hope and faith comes in, right? But it's also about being patient and allowing these things to come to fruition, because it's not just all going to land in your lap overnight. When you do the work and you trust in yourself and your abilities, then you'll start to see things line up, and then you start connecting the dots, and you're like, oh, well, that's what they were telling me all along. But if you focus too much in the future or too much in the past, then you are missing what is happening right in front of you. So it's about being in the present moment, using that law of attraction to bring in these abundant resources at the here and now and in your future, so that you can be optimistic about your plans, right? And once you get that message of what the next step is, you need to take it, okay? No, Christina G, there is no time frame on these. So that's another thing. We have to release the time, okay? When we're like, oh, is this going to happen tomorrow? Is this going to happen today? Is it going to happen in the next week? Then we're not really releasing the outcome, are we? You know what I'm saying? We need to be staying grounded and centered no matter what. But we also need to be in tune enough with our bodies, which takes practice, to say, like, okay, for me, for instance, I was in a very high level and I was enjoying the crap out of it. But then all of a sudden I got the message that said, it's time to ground yourself. You're living too much in your upper chakras. So I said, okay, Spirit, I understand that I'm super connected to you and I'm feeling super high and I feel this 10 of Cups energy, but I feel I need to ground. Can you help balance me out? Can you still allow me to be in my heart center, but be grounded in this present moment? And the very next day, it is exactly what I needed. So trust that when you are listening and you are in tune, then it's easier to have these messages and trust that message when it comes in. You know what I'm saying? So just think of it like that, okay? Don't stay too focused on time frames, because the more we stay focused on it, the more we push it away. So let's see what Gemini is moving towards. What is Gemini moving towards, please? But yeah, this is also why, you know, Reiki, clearing out those energies, doing the regression work, all these things are going to teach you to rely on yourself and your abilities more. So if anyone is struggling with learning these tools or knowing how to clear their energy or going deep enough into meditation to gain that knowledge, that is what I am here for. So don't be afraid to reach out, okay, guys? So what you're moving towards is that inner strength, okay? Having that confidence in yourself to know that whatever is coming for you, whatever you are manifesting, you are ready for this challenge. You are ready to succeed. You are ready to step forth in this new phase. And you will also have a lot of strength and kindness, forgiveness, compassion, and self-confidence when it comes to this situation. There's a lot of purifying that's going on right now, especially within the divine feminine's energy. And it's also bringing peace to the situation of knowing that everything's connected and that there is no such thing as separation. There is no such thing as, you know, not being able to dig ourselves out of the hole when we get ourselves down into despair. It's about knowing that we have the ability to bring our vibration up whenever we may choose so, and that we do not have to rely on anyone but self to do that and bring joy into our lives, okay? And it is going to be a process, but this is going to be a long journey of you trusting your heart when it comes to making big decisions in your life, and almost having like this childlike innocence of, oh my gosh, there's an adventure for me, instead of, oh my God, what is changing? You know what I'm saying? There's a big difference. Don't be resistant to change. Be like, oh, this is a new opportunity to learn something about myself. Oh my gosh, this is a new opportunity for me to find my dream career. Oh my gosh, this is an opportunity for me to truly love on myself and take that much needed time to figure out who I really am. Okay, Gemini. Big, big changes. It's also about surrender and knowing that we can always release our worries, fears, and doubts to God. Okay? Oh, thank you. All right, what advice do we have for Gemini? What advice do we have for Gemini, please? Okay, we got a couple. Thank you, universe, for helping me see beyond the limits of fear. Thank you for expanding my perception so that I can see what is of the highest good. And this is when you align with your heart space and also your crown. I see the purple in there, but the pink also represents the highest vibration of the heart space, okay? So again, it's all of this is helping you see beyond the limits of fear and seeing that it's about your perception and what is of the highest good, okay? I find a deeper meaning and personal growth amid this discomfort. So even though that these cycles that you're going through, Gemini, might be very uncomfortable, there's also a lot of personal growth that is happening right now. So can you really be upset? The presence of love will always cast out fear. Okay, y'all? Can y'all see that? Again, heart-centered energy. It will cast out any darkness, anything you do not see clearly or not perceiving clearly. When you are heart-centered, you will. Okay? You need to gain that confidence. You need to know that this is all about personal growth for you and finding your strength. Okay? So keep it up, Gemini. Okay. Libra, sun, moon, rising, and Venus. What is the blockage for Libra? The Queen of Swords. So, you know, when I look at the Three of Swords, some of you, okay, I feel like some of you are like either going through a finalization of a relationship or a divorce or something of that. I feel like there is some sort of celebration that is coming. So we have the Three of Cups and the Nine of Cups. So this is about celebrating your fucking life and your independence and knowing that all your dreams and hopes are fulfilled because something is coming to such a final completion that it's bringing the Ten of Cups and the Four of Wands. So with the Ten of Pentacles, hell to the yeah. Damn, Libra. Okay. So we're talking about finding this fulfillment, right? Where there's stability, where there's happiness, healthy relationships. Now, the problem with that is with this being the blockage, this means that you are not allowing your heart to be open. You are not taking a risk on anyone coming into your life or getting too damn close to you, okay? The Queen of Swords can be very, very cold, okay? She's not a very emotional person. She doesn't want people to see how hurt she is. So she can be very defensive when it comes to people trying to woo her, right? So this person does know from experience what is bullshit and what is not. So she definitely trusts her intuition. But she also has a lot of fear behind that too because she doesn't want to repeat the same karmic cycles. What we don't understand is that when you are in a higher vibration, you are not going to repeat the same karmic cycles because you know who you are, you know your worth, your heart is open, and you are at such a loving vibration that you only bring positive in. And if there is any negative external and you know things in your environment, it doesn't affect you because you're too high vibing for that. So understand that that comes with work and it takes a diligent effort to make that a lifestyle, but it is very possible. Okay, so you are definitely more focused on your career rather than relationships at this time. Maybe you're super focused on, you know, just keeping yourself busy and not really letting anyone get too close to what's really going on underneath the surface, because the Queen of Wands definitely is a very emotional person. That's why she's kind of bitter in love. But you know, she's just not willing to let anyone too close because she has the confidence she needs to stand her own ground, which is okay. But if you want love in your life, then you have to open your heart. And that's just what it is. I feel like some of you are just wanting to have a good time, and that's okay. So let's see what is kind of going on with that. Yeah, you're cold and bitter, but you're waiting on an offer. What sense does that make? Don't be contradicting, okay? So, and I say that, but I'm contradicting all the damn time. So, you know, it is what it is. But I feel like you're definitely wanting to open your heart more, but there are certain things from your past that need to be addressed so that you can honestly accept equal give and take in your life. Because there are opportunities that are being presented to you, but you're focusing too much on those past heartaches to honestly see what is being presented to you. So if you want a clear answer, go within, listen to your heart, okay? So what energy are they working with now? And this could be, you know, past energy, something that you have been doing for a long time because you were burned. You know what I'm saying? So let's see what's going on in the current energy. Yeah, we have the Three of Swords, the Five of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, the Decision card, which represents the devil, and then the World. So this tells me that you are definitely holding on to some serious energy, Libra. And they're giving you the opportunity to release it this week. So when it comes to the leap of faith, you know, there are things that we're moving towards, but we have to release things from our past that are hindering us from moving forward. And this is exactly what I'm seeing. So whether it be codependent relationships, whether it be unrequited love, drug abuse, alcohol abuse, allowing people to abuse your heart, like being such a good person that you just let people walk all over you. You might not be letting it happen in relationships, but you might be letting it happen with other people in your life. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of heartache and disconnection and this cold, bitter feeling that I'm seeing, but you're holding on to it. It's almost like it's fueling your fire, but in reality, it's keeping you resistant from change, which is keeping you bound to this situation so that you can't fully be free and allow things to come full circle to end on a happy note. So be aware of that, Libra, okay? Because there is a sign of clear communication, you know, clarity, truth coming out. So be very clear and don't let anything hinder your progress, okay? What are they moving towards? What is Libra moving towards? Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, please. What do you want them to do with that leap of faith? Of course, they gotta run from me. Again, the Four of Cups. There's a lot of work to be done, Libra, okay? But when it comes to what you are moving towards, you're moving towards healing, and that is a good thing, okay? So they're teaching you to be more aware of your emotions and see where you've been holding yourself back when it comes to not only expressing your emotions, but I almost hear the word disdain towards relationships when it comes to how people have treated your heart, but you allowed it. Okay, and that's a hard pill to swallow, but it's true. How many of us have stayed in relationships where the person continuously shows that they do not care for our well-being, right? Well, it's because we didn't care about our well-being either, and now it's time for us to really step into our truth and learn to speak our truth, to stand up for ourselves, and to walk away when it is time. We don't need to feel like we need to save people. We don't need to be responsible for people. We need to take authority and action over our lives once more and create balance. So you can stand in your true power to create that balance and cut out anything that is not necessary. So Yeah, and the Ten of Cups is under that. So once you learn to do that, that Ten of Cups energy is coming in for you, Libra. So what advice does Libra need to know today? Yeah, my fearless freedom lights up the freaking world, man. Okay, the sun is the happiest card in the deck. So when you get that Ten of Cups energy and you realize that your fearless freedom will light the world up, you will be a beacon for more positive energy, then you will also understand that by allowing yourself to be free, which is also releasing yourself from these toxic energies, okay, a decision needs to be made of what needs to be let go of. And most of the time, I feel like this is not only Eight of Swords energy, where you're so in your head that you can't see clearly or know how to move forward, but it's also keeping yourself bound to situations that you know are not good for you, okay? So allow yourself to be free, allow yourself to explore, you know, around your inner knowing and your external environment, and just be at peace, be with joy. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. Okay? So again, it's about keeping it open. I attract healthy and positive relationships. You know, I attract abundance on all levels. I am deserving of equal give and take. I am worthy of self-love. I am worthy of self-confidence. I believe in myself. Like, these are all things we should be saying to ourselves on a regular basis, okay? So, Aquarius. I hope that helped y'all guys, okay? So let's see. Aquarius, Six of Swords. So this being your blockage, you know, either you moved away from something that was causing a lot of turbulent issues or emotions within you, or there is not moving away from something. Okay, so let me get one more card on that. Why is this a blockage for Aquarius? The Five of Cups. So maybe there was something. Okay. Okay. So I see that some of you could be moving towards a fire sign, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but there could be a situation where you really need to claim your personal power, stand up for your own personal beliefs in order to bring in that Ten of Pentacles energy so you can listen to your heart, okay, to be more heart-centered. So there could be situations where either you're keeping yourself trapped in turbulent energies by focusing too much on the past and fearful of really taking an opportunity that you know was made for you, or you're moving away from something because of your past because you're too afraid to take the offer. It can go either way. I feel like you just needed relief from this situation so you could see things more clearly, but it's also understanding that you have to be able to open your heart and give room and space for things to evolve so that you can see why everything happened the way that it happened, okay? So understand that, you know, there's a reason for everything, guys. But there's definitely past resentments or, you know, disappointment that is keeping from you, like, really aligning with your higher purpose here. Okay. And the tower will come down. The tower will come down. It's going to be unexpected because you keep taking the same damn route, Aquarius, and they're telling you that, you know, this isn't the route for you anymore. Anything that is comfortable and familiar that you keep choosing because you think it's safe, right? It's a safe choice. It's not going to work for you anymore, okay? Because truth is going to come out, okay? Truth is going to come out. You will find where you want to put your commitment, and that's to your own personal strengths. You will be moving fast and wanting to work on something with someone, but you know, they're telling you there is a different route that needs to be taken, because you're living too much in your headspace. And if there is anything that does not serve you, it's going to come in unexpected. You're going to see things for what they really are. And you're going to see how all these past things keep tying into your present, because there are certain things that are being refused to actually be seen. Okay. And listen, the Tower card comes in when we're refusing to listen to our intuition. Okay. So I look at this as Spirit has given you many warning signs, you know, many signs and synchronicities about what direction you need to come in. And the Tower usually comes in when we deny those messages or deny what our heart is telling us to do. So the situation is coming in to offer you freedom of choice, and to know when it's time to walk away from something, and when it's time to choose yourself and choose your own happiness, choose your own independence, and you know, breaking free of procrastination and choosing to go on the route that you know you have been led to. So let's see, what are you moving towards, Aquarius? What are you moving towards? I feel like there's one more in there. What are they moving towards? Whoa. Okay. So slowly but surely, you could possibly be moving towards an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo. Yeah, I definitely see a strong, okay. So there's two different storylines here. Okay, so either way, this is going to be kind of a slow moving thing, and this is probably why they're telling Aquarius that you need to work on your independence and self-love. Okay, because the Knight of Pentacles always gets what they want. They always make it to the finish line, no matter how slow they take. And maybe an earth sign is taking their sweet time with you. Who knows? Okay, but we have the Knight of Cups, which is an emotional offer. You know, it is still guarded, but the helmet is off. So they are removing their mask, whether this be you or the other person, so that you can follow what your heart's desire is. This is someone that makes your heart flutter. This is someone who makes your heart react in a different way, okay? And this is someone who is very generous and loving and nurturing, but there are certain things that need to be released, and when it's based on a lack of self-confidence. So maybe you were scared to offer this person something before because of your past, and you know, you went with something more comfortable and familiar, but any worry that you have about this situation needs to be released, because you're the only one holding yourself back. That cage is wide open. And I take this either as the Eight of Swords energy or the Devil energy. So keeping yourself bound to toxic, you know, belief patterns, habits, people, places, things, or being so in your head that you can't make a decision because you're not seeing things clearly, but the path is clear in front of you. And then you will finally decide that the seeds you have planted with the Seven of Pentacles will be worth the wait, right? It'll be worth the wait, because this is someone you truly care about, and your intuition, your guides will not let you stop thinking about, okay? So then on the other side of it, we have the Six of Pentacles, the Ten of Swords, the Ace of Pentacles, the Queen of Cups, and the Eight of Staffs. So there could be some of you are dealing with a water sign, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces. There's energy, there's something about, you know, having an equal give and take, but with the Ten of Swords energy being here, I feel like you might end up going a different route, okay? I feel like some of you might understand that there hasn't been an equal give and take in your lives, and you're having to release that energy that has kept you bound and tied to these situations, that you keep attracting these same, circumstances. Because listen, I've had to ask myself that question too. Like, I keep running into the same situation, but it's just different people. But what's the common denominator? Me. So I had to change myself. I had to change my belief systems. I had to change my vibration in order to gain what I want and need out of this life. And it is up to us to do that. But it's going to lead you to something that is more tangible, something that you can really sense with your, with all of your senses, taste, smell, hearing, touch, all these kind of things. And with the Queen of Cups being here, it could either be you finally listening to your heart and your emotions and the intuitive insights that you are getting to propel you forward very quickly, maybe to reach out to someone. But it's also saying that, you finally know what you want when it comes to your relationships. And I feel like there is something definitely balancing out when you decide to release yourself from that situation, or habits, patterns that are keeping you stuck and bound to a lack mentality. Okay, so let's see what advice they have for you, Aquarius. What do they have? What advice do we have for Aquarius, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus? My outer experiences are a reflection of my internal condition. So this is talking about, understanding that whatever we're seeing in our external environment is a reflection of what's going on inside. So if we are getting triggered like crazy, if we feel uncomfortable, if we are seeing a bunch of people that are in shit relationships, or not standing up for themselves, or not having confidence, or not believing in their abilities, or whatever. Charlie, boy, calm it down. Sorry, y'all. But you could be seeing a lot of reflection happening in your environment. So if you're seeing chaos everywhere, then there's obviously something chaotic going on inside, and you really need to check yourself on that. Because if you see people in their life that aren't going after their deepest heart's desire, then maybe you aren't as well. So it's very important that you ask yourself these questions. And why are you holding yourself back, Aquarius? Okay. So, oh, nice. So good to hear that, girl. But yeah, so that's what I have for the air signs. I hope that y'all resonate with these messages. And if anyone would like a personal reading, you can email me at whispersofgrace1016@gmail.com. If you do not need a personal reading, but you would like to support the channel, there is a donation link down below. I appreciate you all who are supporting my channel. And even if you don't need a personal reading or can't donate, simply liking this video, sharing it with your friends, or commenting on it is a great way to support the channel, y'all. So don't be shy. Let me know how it resonates with you. And if you need anything, you know where to find me. So I wish you the best of luck. Take care of yourself and listen to your heart this week, okay? I'll talk to you soon. Bye.